Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be giving you a giant list of book recommendations that are uplifting, fun and hopeful to read during this time of coronavirus uncertainty and unease. And so without further ado, let me get into my top comfort reads recommendations. The first book I'm going to recommend is Phillip Pullman's The Golden Compass, which is the first book of his Dark Materials trilogy, and it is the book that sparked the idea for this video because I'm currently listening to the audiobook and I am enjoying it so much. If you are looking for a magical story that will transport you to a different world of adventure, then this is definitely the book that I would recommend for you. It follows our endearing child protagonist Alire, who is outspoken and adventurous, and she's curious. She is going on a quest to save children who are being kidnapped by a strange institution of gobblers. We do not know why these children are being taken. We don't know what the gobblers are doing with the children. All we know is that it's not good, and so Alire must join the Egyptians and save them. In doing so, she gets caught up in a tangled plot of parallel universes and a magical element called dust. It is so much fun. Hello, I'm coming to you a few hours later because I have discovered some very exciting news about the Golden Compass and the His Dark Materials series. It is being turned into a TV show by HBO and Lin-Manuel Miranda will be in it. I'm excited. The next book that I'm going to recommend is one of my all-time favourite YA contemporaries, and that is Looking for Alibrandi by Melina Marchetta. This book follows Josie, our teen protagonist, and her coming-of-age story. Josie is trying to come to terms with a lot of different aspects of her identity. She is tracking down a father who she's never met before. She's trying to live in an Australian society with cultural expectations from her Italian family and tradition placed on her at the same time. She's trying to see where she fits in. She's trying to figure out love and her future. So if you're looking for a coming-of-age story that grapples with ideas of family and love and identity, then this is definitely the book for you. And on the same note, I have to recommend another one of my favourite YA contemporary stories. This is the story of Aristotle and Dante, two Mexican teenage boys who are trying to figure out who they are, how they fit into an American society, and how their family history shapes their sense of self. This is a beautiful, lyrically written story that follows the boys' journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance over the course of 3 summers. The next book I'm going to recommend is one of my all-time favourite books, and that is The Guernsey Literary and Potato Pill Pie Society. This is a historical fiction novel that takes us back in time to 1946. We follow the story of a war journalist and author, Juliet Ashton, as she receives a strange letter from a man on the Guernsey Channel Islands who says he has recently come into possession of one of her books. This causes her to travel to the Guernsey Islands and become invested in the stories of the people there. This is one of the most uplifting and heartwarming books I think I've ever read. Through a series of letters we find out about the lives of the people on Guernsey and their very quirky, very different Guernsey Literary and Potato Pill Pie Society book club. At the core of this book is the message that literature and friendship can bring together a community and make the best of an otherwise very dreary, very uncertain and frightening situation. I think in times like these, that is definitely the message that we should be sending. I think this is one of the most positive and hopeful books I have ever read, and so I highly suggest you give it a try. The last book I'm going to recommend is Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Khan. If you have not heard of this, you have probably been living under a rock. It is one of the most beloved contemporary adult stories. It is fun and dramatic. It follows Rachel as she finds out that her boyfriend's family is one of the richest families in Singapore. When Rachel travels to Singapore in the summer to meet his family for the very first time, she's thrown into the glamour and money and drama and gossip of high society Singapore. This is such a fun book that will make you laugh out loud. It will transport you and make you forget about all of your worries. There is also a film adaptation that is just as good that you can go and distract yourself with after you read the book. So yes, a top-notch recommendation to pick up while you're stuck at home. I hope these recommendations have helped you. Please let me know if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts on them are. Also, comment down below your favourite comfort reads because I am curious and want to pick some up for myself. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Hope you're doing well stuck inside the house, and I will see you next video. Bye!